about it. That was real good. That was money, first of all.
Let's do another one.
Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris Knight. This is the Real Review 3000. So what we're doing today, we're going to talk about a wonderful person. Yeah, I'm being completely sarcastic. So today we're going to be talking about the person you see behind me. That is Renfamous. And if you're part of the Fandom Menace, you know who this person is. And I'm assuming she knows who she is. Except with that blue wig, I don't know if we should take anything she has to say, or anything she thinks for that matter, as fact, reality, not reality. I don't know. She looks a little suspect to me. Anyways, she has this habit of putting posts on her Twitter that are trigger worthy, that get her little groupies to jump like little minnows at food and say things that probably they shouldn't say. Which is what we're talking about, is that it seems like these SJWs want to attack any of us in the Fandom Menace for making remarks, just basic remarks, in their posts. So we're going to go to one of those posts right now. This post is something she posted, let's see here, 2 days ago, or 3 days ago now. It says, Ethan's got his toadies out taking creep shots at Khan and talking crap like he doesn't wake up every single day and walk God's green earth like an anthropomorphic ham sandwich. Now, just the terminology used there is definitely kind of suspect. She's not outright calling him anything per se, but if you listen to the tone, you know she is talking crap to Ethan Van Sciver. So you see down below here that the post states that he put up, people are sending me pics of Tim Doyle at NYC Book Fair right now. And, you know, there is the hashtag that perhaps could be translated as being a dig that he's getting on Tim Doyle himself, but that's not absolutely certain. But if you go down here, you have these wonderful people like Pepper, Happy Pride. And it says on there, I had to Google him because I honestly never saw him before because, well, why would I? He looks like what I expected, very pink and oily. So what does that say? I mean, right there, you're pointing and making fun of a person for the way he looks. That alone is bullying, and that alone is a direct comment to him. If you didn't want to see him, if you don't care what he looks like, then why the heck Google him? That's my question. Why are you doing that? So down a little bit further, it says, and that's a really old pic. So what are you saying? That it's worse now? Again, this is a comment that kind of makes you think that they're taking another dig. You think he looked bad then, guess what he looks like now? Pepper Happy Pride responds, is it? I just typed his name into Google. He's undoubtedly been at con I have attended and walked right past him. Okay, so in other words, you just don't care. This guy's got some credibility in the comic book world, and in other words, it's just not the type of credibility you care about. You'd much rather go to somebody who sells out, who makes things to people like you, who tend to not really care what the origins of a character are. You just want it to be pretty. You want it to look good, and you want it to follow a certain demographic. You don't care that the origin may not be what you want. You just want them to change everything about a character, obviously. So you look for the people who sell out to that particular group of people, I guess. Maybe. I don't know that for sure. Well, our friend Sean Stackhouse, part of the Real Review 3000 here, made a comment after that. He says, the tolerance in this thread is astounding. Now, I don't think that says anything to, well, you guys aren't very tolerant. All he's asking for is, hey guys, be a little easy on the guy. Not everybody's perfect. Where's the tolerance? That's what I think he's saying by that. So, Pepper Happy Pride responds, Googling an image of a guy who regularly body shames people to find out himself isn't attractive or isn't attractive is intolerant, ? Okay, LOL. Now, I'm going to say this to Pepper Happy Pride. If he's body shamed people on the regular, as you say, where's your proof? Instead of putting up a stupid comment like that, why don't you give us the proof? Screenshot some images of what he said. If he's done it, then show us. But you don't do that. You don't go after the proof. You just want to say he's done it, and you want us to believe you, which, again, I don't know why we would believe these people. But let's go a little further down here. It says, how dare you not tolerate his intolerance? That was he niece of Lucifer, or whatever that name is, whatever. And then later on, Pepper Happy Pride says, apparently I'm supposed to be cool with his bullying and body shaming. But if I point out he is conventionally unattractive himself, I'm mean. LOL. Okay, so again, you're claiming he body shames, so why don't you show us proof? Because your proof is right here, that you have directly body shamed him by saying that he's unattractive and that he's oily and pink and that he's looking for a ham sandwich. These types of things are directly body shaming a person. While there's nothing inherently that you can definitely point to that is body shaming. Even the hashtag 5XL that he puts in his post has nothing directed at one person. It doesn't say this person looks like a 5XL. It doesn't say that this person's fat. It doesn't say anything. So where's your proof? And then he niece of Lucifer says, also, I am an incredibly intolerant person. Nazi punks can F right off. Now, this is where my problem is. Even if you want to say all this is light jabbing and stuff, and before this, the ham sandwich, the pink and oily, the body shaming back and forth, whatever. I mean, even if you want to go with all of that, let's say Ethan Van Sciver has at some point body shamed somebody. It's not right. But then again, they're not right. So we'll just call that as two rights, or two wrongs don't make a right. But let's bring up Nazi, a term that seems completely unneeded in this whole conversation. All right, I'm going to directly talk to you, he niece of Lucifer. Nazi is a term that should not be thrown around like it's just a word. I'm going to point out something here, and we're going to go to this page really quick. This is the Section 86 of a law in Germany. It's the criminal code, and it says use of symbols of unconstitutional organizations outside context of art or science, research or teaching. The law does not name individual symbols outlawed, and there is no official exhaustive list. However, the law is primarily used to outlaw Nazi and communist symbols. Now, Nazi is a symbol. It's a word, and it's all focused in one thing. You can't think anything other than hate, and you can't think of anything other than the Holocaust, the persecution of Africans, blacks, Jews, and to think that this word is used in just a regular sentence towards somebody who just said that this group was being intolerant. What does that say? How is that not hate speech? Because that does point blank point to a person and call them a name that is synonymous with hate, murder, deceit, and all sorts of other bad things. If you look up Nazis, or Nazi, and look up the synonyms for them, it's authoritarian, oppressive, tyrannical, autocratic, monolithic, undemocratic, absolute, totalistic, and fascistic. These things are bad words, people. This talks about dictatorship. I mean, let's bring up what the Nazis did. The Nazis had the Holocaust. Now, my grandfather was in the army during World War II. He helped free some of the concentration camps. When I was a fairly young kid, he sat me and 3 of my cousins down, all of us being boys, because he felt that we might someday be in the position that he was put in the military. And he showed us pictures of the bodies that were piled up, that were killed by Nazi Germans. And he told us, and I will say me, looked at each of us directly and said, don't let anybody ever tell you this stuff didn't happen. Because it happened, and I was there and I saw it. The word Nazi is a dirty word. It is a word that should not be thrown around lightly. And it's a word that, while yes, if you were with a friend, you might call him a Nazi. And it may be ha ha, funny, funny. But for somebody who doesn't even know somebody else, the word takes on a whole new meaning. And I believe wholeheartedly that that meaning is hate. That is a hate speech word. And for Twitter, YouTube, and any other social media site to let that go as if it means nothing whatsoever is ridiculous. There's an article right here that states we should really stop using the word Nazi to refer to things other than actual Nazis. And you can read this. We'll put this in the description down below. But I like this one line. However, it's recently been thrown around loosely on blogs by folks who couldn't tell you what Auschwitz was. So Renfamous, Pepper, Happy Pride, and what's your name? He niece of Lucifer. Tell me what Auschwitz is. Tell me what happened over in Germany during World War II. Tell me that the word Nazi is a word that should be used, just thrown around lightly, because I don't think it is. I take offense to that. I take offense to it because I know what my grandfather went through. I know what my grandfather fought for. And he fought for a country, well, yes, you guys can say what you want because that's what he fought for. You shouldn't throw around words that he fought against, especially evil people like the Nazis were. I really wish you guys would think about what you say before you say it. It tends to be something you have, diarrhea of the mouth. And while I know you guys are going to attack me, go right ahead. Because until you guys understand what you're saying and really know what you're saying, you need to rethink everything and step back for a minute and realize just because somebody calls you intolerant doesn't mean they're attacking you. They're just saying maybe you should have some tolerance. But I'm not really sure if you're able to do that. With that said, I'm Chris Knight. This is The Real Review 3000. Please, if you like this video, click the like button, hit the bell up above so you know what we're coming out with here in the future and when we release new stuff. And also, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you can kiss my rosy white ass. Looking like an yeah, that word.
Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels and make sure you check out our friends in the Fandom Menace. You can check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and you can also send us an email at Sean@SeanStackHouseReacts.com and Chris Knight at TheRealReview3000.com.